right, well, running a great webinar takes a lot of time and you have to be super tech savvy, or do you? Stefan Ciancio, you are here to say that you've created some tools that will help webinars easier. Before we get into the technology, who exactly can benefit from webinar kits?
Yeah, so basically anyone who is an online business owner who is figuring out, how do I actually get clients? How do I get people to know, like, and trust me enough to actually buy what I have to sell? So maybe you're a coach or a program seller and maybe you're just starting out, or maybe you're already making some sales, but you're trying to figure out, how do I consistently get people to know, like, and trust me enough to actually buy what I have to sell? And what's crazy is webinars actually work not only for courses or programs, but even physical goods. There's people that are using webinars to sell soap bars. So really anyone who's in business that wants to really take things to the next level can benefit from webinars.
I know, and you do have to have an online presence to be successful today. It doesn't matter if you could be the most well-known name in town, but if you don't have like a webinar or a website for someone to go to and learn more, you're gonna fall behind. So you outline a lot of the details of success in this book. For people who purchase this book, what are they gonna find inside?
Yeah, they're gonna find a lot of good stuff. So honestly, what's crazy is, like, until recently, building a webinar was actually really hard, because you have to sit there and you have to create all these slides and you're like, okay, is this gonna work? Is this not gonna work? And if you don't wanna do it yourself and take months to do it, sometimes you'd have to go and pay an agency $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 to build it all for you. So we wanted to make it easier for people to go and actually have this webinar asset that they could use to get clients. So this book actually outlines for new entrepreneurs, for seasoned entrepreneurs who want to basically learn, how can I leverage webinars to grow my business, and how can I use AI to make the process 10 times easier than it ever was before?
I am so fascinated by AI because there are elements that are scary, yet there are so many that can be so good for people, just like you said, that don't have the time or the knowledge to create a webinar. So through webinar kits,
Yes.
You've been able to do this. How does that work?
Yeah, so we've built a tool that basically not only lets you run your webinar, but if you don't have a webinar, it'll build it for you. So you just take your website and you place it in the tool, and within about 10 minutes, you'll have a polished slide deck that you can use to present to people to get them to buy your product. So for anyone who doesn't know, a webinar is just a sales presentation. It's a fancy word for a sales presentation, and we're just going to get people live to consume that sales presentation in a one-to-many format, meaning you're presenting to 10, 20, 100 plus people at a time. And the benefit of that is, instead of having to sell to one person at a time, you do the sales presentation on the webinar, and now 100 people are consuming your message. So you're actually getting the word out 100 times faster.
You have become a trusted name in the industry. I'm seeing these great photos of you speaking at events. For people that want to continue to learn with you, or maybe come to upcoming events, where are you going? It seems like you're always on the go.
Well, you know, I always post where I am on my Instagram, so that's one way to find out. But next up, I'm going to AI Marketing World in Dallas. Super excited about that. I'm going to be speaking there about AI for sales presentations, actually.
Nice, and we have a QR code up right now. If people hop off their couch and scan this card, is that going to take them to the book? What are they going to get by getting off the couch and scanning that right now?
So it's going to be a bunch of free resources that you could use to get started with webinars in your business. Regardless of who you are or what you sell, you'll be able to access that link and start getting started with AI, with the knowledge to get started, build a sales presentation, and take your business to the next level.
You know, I hear excitement in your voice as you get excited about helping other people succeed, but I have to know, is it stressful for you? Because I mean, technology is changing so fast. Is it stressful to stay on top of it and make sure you're using all these tools the proper way?
You know, it can be a little bit, and I think that what makes me more excited and keeps me on track is knowing that I've got my own audience of people that look to me for the answer. So that keeps to me like being on top of it, to make sure I'm on top of it so I can keep other people on top of it.
Awesome. Well, we really, really appreciate your time. I'm going to show this book one more time because I think there are so many people out there with great ideas, but they just don't know where to start or have the time. So where else can they get this book if they didn't scan that QR code?
Yeah, so it's going to be right on Amazon. You could type in "sell more with webinars" and you could grab it there. Also, getwebinarkit.com has a lot of information about webinars and the book there too.
Okay, well, thank you so much. You should check back in with us after Dallas. I can't wait to hear what you learn. Awesome.
Definitely.
Well, Stefan, thank you so much. Everybody else at home, retirement living with style, comfort, and community. Hey, maybe if you use this book, you'll be retiring sooner than you thought. We take you inside a local community next.